Hello and welcome to Meet the Author. I'm your anchor, Dr. Jacque Eaves. The purpose of this segment is to spotlight authors and their literary creations. Today's featured author is Tara Hill Sparks. Tara is an educational professional and lover of all things business. She is also a wife and a mom and the author of Grandma, I Got This. Now, I have to admit, I was immediately drawn to this book simply by the title. It reminded me of many fond memories that I have of moments shared with my grandmothers, as well as the wisdom that they imparted to me. Those memories and moments that I will treasure with me forever. Tara, please share with our viewers a little bit more about the inspiration behind your book.
So my grandmother, she passed away in 2016, and I kept thinking how I could share the memory I had of her because she was such an amazing person. She loved everyone. She would give her last. She was easy to forgive. And so I tried to do the same because that's what I learned from her. And so she taught me how to be a good person, not a perfect person, but a good person. And so, good goes a long way. And so, she inspired me to write this book, as well as, since she left me a legacy, I want to leave this legacy to my son. I have a 3-year-old son. And so my husband and I, we want to teach him what my grandmother taught me in terms of valuable life lessons. How to treat people, how to be honest, how to share your things. And also, I am an educator. Okay. I have middle school and higher ed experience. And so, it comes natural, right? And so, I just thought what better way to do this than to write a book. And of course, grandmothers inspire me. I see a lot of grandmothers who take care of their grandchildren. And so they are very instrumental in young people's lives. And so, grandmothers, they rock. I give a shout out to grandmothers because, they are very important people in terms of teaching their grandchildren and taking care of their grandchildren. Right. And so, I appreciate grandmothers.
I agree. Grandmas rock. Share with us a little bit more about your character, JJ.
And so the character JJ. Well, JJ is my son. He's 3 years old. And so he is the character in the book. Originally, I thought about a girl character because, of course, I'm a girl. And so this is my story. But then I said, I told myself, I want to leave this legacy to my son. So how can I do that? And I created the character JJ. And I wanted to do a boy character because JJ, my son, could relate to the character in the book. Okay. And so, JJ is everything in the book. He loves bubbles. He loves to be outside. And so, he knows that he's in the book because, I'll say, JJ, who is this? And he'll say, JJ. And then he'll say, Grandma. Okay. And so, he just loves the book. And he also knows, the main premise, the main theme of the book, which is Grandma, I got this. So he goes around the house and he says, Grandma, I got this. Grandma, I got this. Grandma, I got this. And so he's learning. And so hopefully soon he'll be able to read the whole book.
What is the message to your readers?
So, the message to the reader in that I want children to understand the importance of good character. I'm an educator, and I am all about, advocating literacy for children. And so I think it's so important for us to teach valuable life lessons to a child at a very young age. And so, I want children to understand and to learn that to be nice and to share and to give to others, you will have a rewarding life in doing so. And not only is this for children, but it's also for adults. If adults do what grandma says, right, we would have a better world. And so no better time then for this book to come out through all of, what we've been through in the last year, COVID and racial injustice and just, it's been a heck of a year. And so, if people can love each other, care for each other, share their things with others, this would be a wonderful world. And so this is what I want people to understand, is that valuable life lessons are important. Lessons are important. Good character is important. And so with this, you'll go a long way in life with good character. Also too, people ask me after I wrote the book, whenever the book came out, they said, I didn't know that you were a writer. I didn't know that you love to write. And so my response to them is that, this book is my story. It is my story. It is what has come from my heart. And if I can do this, write a book, then anybody can write a book. All you have to do is you just have to tell your story from the heart. Just tell it. Whatever is compassionate for you, whatever, you have the passion for, go for it.
Tara, I want to thank you for stopping by and to share with us the inspiration behind Grandma, I Got This. It was certainly an inspiration to me, and it took me on a trip down memory lane. Just so many fond memories shared with those that have gone on. I want to thank you, and I also want to encourage our viewers to think about your story. As Tara shared, we all have a story to share, and it should be shared from the heart. I look forward to hearing about your story. Head over to www.drjacqueeves.com to learn more about Meet the Author or to showcase your literary creation.